Hello, Liberating Souls. So this is for the sign of Cancer. This is a full May 2023 reading. Let's go. All right, so we're going to start off with Cancer Collective. What is your song theme message at this time when it comes to the month of May? All right, so we're going to see what's the song theme message. Cancer Collective song theme message. All right, so... okay, we have Say Something by Christina Aguilera and A Great Big World. Now, when it comes to this card, Say Something, say something, I'm giving up on you. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving. I feel like you're really like reflecting on your relationships. I feel within the month of May, and really seeing the ones that are for you, that are down for you, really down for you, and the ones that aren't. And whether it's soul distancing or cutting them off completely, I feel like you're giving them like the opportunity to show themselves. And I feel like you've kind of already been seeing their true colors and really feeling their true colors too, because like feeling the frequencies, like because sometimes you're able to see like colors more vividly. You're also able to hear the low frequencies and the energy of what feels good, what feels off from certain people. And because you can feel like when the energy's cold, you can feel when people are, or you're in a surrounding and something is just off. And that is something that you're really picking up on, I feel like, more so now within this month. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And I feel like you're just kind of over it, you know, and you've been giving a lot of chances, and you've been very, maybe even a little bit of people pleaser. And I feel like at this time you're pleasing yourself and really pouring into yourself in a way where there's energy vampires, where it can be very draining being with certain people, while also being able to, yeah, being able to hear them out and what they have to say about the manner, and like give them the opportunity to show you like that they do care. And I feel like you're kind of, you kind of already know though, in a way, but this is a month you're really reflecting on that and taking action towards either distancing yourself or cutting them off. Now, when it comes to career, we're going to start off with career. What are the messages at this time for the Cancer Collective for career? Okay, so instantly we have the Fire Elemental. All right, so Fire Elemental is first. Now let's see what other messages for career do we have. Setting fire to... okay, so it could be one or more opportunities. Let's see. Reach out and then at these rest. Okay. Okay. I feel like in career, Spirit is wanting you to balance more with resting and putting yourself out there. I feel like you've definitely been putting yourself out there when it comes to your career and like what you're wanting at this time. What you're wanting to achieve, whether it's working overtime or within your business or your actual job. I feel like, or career, like that's something that you've been doing more. You've been putting a lot more energy and focus on that. And I feel like when it comes to your, like, I reach out my hand and my heart to connect and unite all of humanity. With this card, I feel like with this one, it's more so being able to reach out to other people that are going to help you be able to move forward in business, whether it's mentors, people who are already in a place within their career that you're wanting to be within your career, or just wanting more guidance in that way, I feel is what you're reaching out and looking into. It could be videos, it could be you looking up articles, or actually connecting with other people or mentors. And then also I feel like being able to have moments with yourself, and being able to kind of tune in and ground yourself on, because I feel like you're really excited and you're going for different things, but like Spirit is wanting you to kind of slow down a bit at times in the month of May before you like burn yourself out. Now, slowing down, being in the present moment, showing gratitude for being grateful for the things that you have, and being proud of yourself, celebrating yourself for what you've achieved, all this energy, all this work that you've been putting in, like it's definitely going to be coming together. And I feel like when it comes to, okay, so we have 2 5s and we have 2, okay, so we have 5 5 2 2 4 4. That is what's coming up, which is like protection, changes, chaos, but things are coming together where it's like kind of like that ball that comes out and comes together. I feel like that's where you're at, and things are finally like coming together and sculpting, and it seems like super chaotic right now, but it's definitely going to come together. Spirit is definitely wanting you to have that. And then we also have 22, which is decision making and coming up with like the right decision on like what to do, where to go, how to move forward. And I feel like being able to lean onto the things like eat the fish, spit out the bone. Like you're hearing other people out, you're hearing videos, podcasts, you're looking at reading articles and books, maybe even, and maybe even connecting with other people. And as you're reaching out and kind of getting different feels, being able to, Spirit is wanting you to eat the fish, spit out the bone, taking the nutrients, taking the things that that feel good for you, not because they said, oh, if you do this you'll be successful, because there's no guarantee on that, but doing it because it feels good and you want to go ahead and give it a shot, and believing in yourself where it's like, you know what, however this goes, it's going to work out, because hey, you're going to get data on whether what works, what doesn't work, what works and feels good, what works doesn't feel good, and being able to see how to move forward with the data that comes in for you. And then also with the 22, Archangel Gabriel, I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition in my life. And I call into Archangel Gabriel, I call into her, and I feel like that's something that Spirit is wanting you to do. Call onto them for hope and intuition, having hope and leaning into yourself. But like with the hope piece, that's what's more so like pushing through, is that what are you wanting with all this information? I feel like Spirit is wanting you to really get creative on what that looks like for you. What are you wanting within your career, within your job, within your business? And even if you don't know the specifics of it, getting even a general idea, getting a general idea, and then you can get specific. Because if you don't know exactly, like, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do, I don't know what I want, that's okay. Beautiful way of doing that is just to kind of like see, okay, what does an ideal day look like for you? And or even like figuring out what are you wanting to, what is an ideal day? Okay, I lost it. Oh, what are you wanting to what is the money going to bring you? That's also another way. Now, I hope that resonates for the Cancer collective. We're going to go ahead and move forward. Before we get on to love though, I just want to say, if you're still here watching Cancer, please let me know if this resonates. Give it a thumbs up or comment below your experience, or do you feel most drawn to, or like do you feel most connected to within this reading that really is like standing out for you. And then know that I do offer, if you're wanting a more in-depth reading, like it's more personal, customized for you, I do offer one-on-one. And in order to schedule, you would schedule at this link right here. Clickable link is available right in the description box below or in the comments below. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it. For the love reading, when it comes to singles, Cancer collective. Singles, Cancer collective at this time, what messages do you need? All right, so we have a few cards that came through. All right, so we have asking opens a pathway, the power of support, Princess Charming, and then we have anger as my secret ally. So ooh, okay, instantly. Okay, what I'm getting for Cancers is that so first of all, Princess Charming, that doesn't necessarily mean for just those who identify as females. That could be like Prince Charming or however you identify. Now when it comes to the power of support, in this. I feel like as you're being single, I feel like that might, okay, I say this with love, and this may not resonate for everyone, okay? I feel like the message here for you, for some of you, Cancer Collective, please let me know if it resonates, is that you have been really independent and on yourself. You might have even had to be your own parent, or like parenting yourself, like growing up, or having a hard time really being able to feel safe at home or protect yourself, but really basically growing up early, having to be an adult early in life. And really within relationships, it's the same thing, where it's like people have fell off and not really be so accountable, and you've had to really count on yourself, which makes it really hard to accept help from other people, to trust other people, confide in other people, feel safe with other people. And I feel like at this time, that's kind of blocking you from being able to have a supportive partner who's able to help you feel more safe and protected and like home. And you do deserve to be loved. You do deserve to be protected and feel safe. And with that, to just be yourself and to confide in them and share the depths of who you are. And I feel like with that, there's a lot of anger behind that. And anger is a secondary emotion. What's in front of the anger? Pain. And this pain that you've had growing up, or even like previous relationships that you had, that's something, or both, that you're kind of holding on to. But like being able to count on other people has been really difficult. When it comes to anger, as my sacred ally, I listen to the messages within my anger or pain and use it as a positive force for good. So this pain that you have, it's real, it's so real, and being able to transmute that pain into something purposeful, where it's like it's more productive, instead of kind of like being kind of stagnant in your love life, where you're not feeling like love is it possible, is it real, like is it true, do I deserve it? And I feel like it's definitely there. And figuring out, okay, what will it take for you to feel safe in a relationship? I feel like being able to really reflect on that, and I discover that beautiful and helpful answers always come to me. And even if you don't have an idea, Spirit is definitely wanting you to meditate or journal, and really just really reflect and lean on to the things that you are wanting in a relationship. What would it take for you to feel safe? The things that you are doing for yourself. You are such a strong person with so much courage and perseverance. You have to persevere so much in life and in relationships. And it's been really hard to have faith in that. And I feel Spirit is really wanting you to transmute that into something where it's like, hey, this is what I don't want. This is what makes me not feel safe. I deserve this. Put more energy in the things that you do want in a relationship. And knowing like, hey, it's good to be cautious, but it's also good to be optimistic, because yeah, you deserve it. You deserve to feel good, and visualize, journal, visualize, get excited about the love that's coming your way. And with that, we're going to go ahead and close this out when it comes to the singles. And then we're going to get into couples at this time, okay? For the Cancer couples at this time, what messages are coming up for Cancer couples? Let's see. Cancer couples, automatically a couple cards came out. We have the power of self-talk, and then we also have enlightenment power. All right, so both cards break into a 2. This one is an 11 though. And then when it comes to my self-talk is kinder. I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. Then we have I am woman, choosing the power of my own consciousness as a vehicle for my growth. Now again, feminine energy doesn't have to necessarily be those who identify as women. We all have feminine and masculine energy within us. And feminine energy is definitely about creativity and leaning into that and what makes us feel really good. And free and light. That's that feminine energy. And I feel like it's less structured too. All right, so now when it comes to relationships though, I feel like I feel like what's coming up is being able to talk better about yourself. There might be some insecurities that you have within this relationship, and being able to lean in onto the things that like maybe there might be some things about yourself externally or internally that you don't like about yourself. And being able, I feel a sense of self-sabotage, and I feel like it's important, like in the month of May, it's important for you to, and it goes, I feel like we keep going back to this card too, say something within these readings, and really identifying the truths and of you. And like when it comes to the relationship, being able to, okay, I'm just gonna let it flow. So like it could be you're in a relationship, maybe you stopped really taking care of your body, what you're eating, and also movement, like moving your body, deep stretches, yoga, working out, dancing, however your way is of working out, doing physical activities outside. I feel like whatever that is, the thing that you used to do, as far as physically, that's something that you might have fell off on, or eating, and like Spirit is really wanting you to detox when it comes to your body. That's definitely coming up for sure. And not necessarily having to cut off everything, but just like really being more mindful of what you're eating and having more balance in what you're eating. So like, hey, you know, eat the things that you love, okay? But also like nurture your body too at the same time, you know, more vegetables, more fruits, more water, and more things that are organic. And then also when it comes to what you're doing when it comes to your body, being able to give your body what it needs, which is more love and more support. And the way you talk to yourself like a plant, there's an experience where there's one plant, positive affirmations, another plant, negative affirmations. And one of the plants, you know, it was healthy, and then the other one, it was starting to die and get brown. And with that, it's the same thing with yourself. The more and more we talk bad about ourselves, the more and more we believe it. And it's difficult to be like, don't think negative thoughts about yourself. Like, come on now. The thoughts are going to come through. It is what it is. However, what are we doing to catch ourselves? What are we doing to rephrase those negative thoughts about ourselves? How are we talking about ourselves with other people? Now, going back to couples and relationships, how are you talking about yourself with your partner? If you're going to continue saying bad things about yourself, they're going to start believing it. Okay? And that's awful. And they don't want to see that. You know, this partner, if they're one that is very supportive of you, they're going to want to encourage you and see you at your best. If they're a partner who is supportive. Now, I am choosing the power of my own consciousness as a vehicle for my growth, being able to know like, hey, it is internally, it's an internal and external thing that's coming up. Honestly, it's really strong when it comes to couples as individuals. And when it comes to together as a unit, I feel like maybe you have a partner who has been saying negative things about yourself and you started believing it. Or you have a partner who's very encouraging, very affectionate towards you and sees you in a way that you have a hard time seeing yourself in that light. And I feel like it's two groups. It could be either one. But as far as with you within this unit, within this relationship, Spirit is really wanting for you to really go back to those things for yourself. And even if you're the person on the other side within the relationship, or maybe you both are talking negatively about yourselves, if you have someone who is talking negatively about themselves, being able to encourage them and remind them who they are, and really help them kind of feed into themselves, and maybe not completely like judge everything that they do, because we're all evolving, we're all changing, things happen in life, and sometimes we don't exercise or whatever as much. And really being able to get back on track in a way that feels good for us at our own pace, and encouragement and rooting for that other person to be better is so solid and important when it comes to relationships. All right, y'all, I hope that resonates for the Cancer Collective couples. Now we're going to go ahead and close this reading out for angel messages at this time. So closing this reading out, what are the closing messages for Cancer Collective? We have no need to worry, helpful people, and then we also have forgiveness. So I feel like bringing the say something card back, you know, I feel like there's things that people are definitely showing their true colors. And within relationships, within career. You're getting so much data right now, and Spirit is really wanting you to not worry. There's no need to worry. You have people on your side that are for you. You're recognizing who is for you, who is saying something to you, that who is practicing what they preach. They're saying, they're talking about it, they're walking it on it. Wait, what is it? They're walking it like they're talking, okay? And you're feeling that, and you're really getting that from these relationships and new people that are coming into your life. And when it comes to that support, that level of support, that level of love, you are capable of that, and knowing that you deserve it, and forgiving the things that might have not been helpful or healthy for you, and that did not feel good, that was extremely painful, and know that you absolutely do deserve the best. There's no need to worry.